A Dragon Ball Z animation cell sells for how much? Something that fascinates me in the collectible marketplace are the difference in prices that things sell for when comparing pop culture collectibles with historical collectibles. So, in a couple of different auctions held at heritage auctions in the last few weeks, kind of illustrates this interesting point. So, this past weekend, Heritage Auctions held the Art of Anime and Everything Cool signature auction. And the item that went for the highest price was a Dragon Ball Z production cell with the Key Master background. And it sold for over $140,000. Now, I'm not very educated on the markets of animation cells, production cells, but I am aware of just how massive Dragon Ball Z is. Especially to people in my generation. If you grew up watching Dragon Ball Z, you still kind of have that attachment as you've gotten older over time, or at least the people who I know that like Dragon Ball Z still love it and introduce it to their children. So I'm aware of just how massive a property DBZ is. But just for how much this went for was surprising to me, especially in comparison to the other cells for other notable anime shows and movies that were sold in the auction as well. So really, I did a little research, and so the rarity behind this cell is that it includes the Key Master background. So according to Comment Mint online, that's the first thing that popped up when I Googled it, the Key Master setup means the animation cell is paired with the original matching background as they appeared in the same moment in the animation film. So basically this production cell of Vegeta would have been the exact image that you would see in this frame of that Dragon Ball Z episode. So with this understanding, it does make it very rare. And it sounds like if you're a Dragon Ball Z fan, this is a highly coveted piece. But I can't help but compare this to another auction item earlier in the month from Heritage in their Icons photography auction, where the D-Day, infamous D-Day photo, Into the Jaws of Death, the original Type 1 photograph, encapsulated by PSA, had sold for just over $90,000. And don't get me wrong, that is a lot of money. For reference, too, because I didn't know, really, okay, could there be a lot of these photographs out there? So a Type 1 photograph, according to PSA, indicates the photo was developed from the original negative during the period, approximately 2 years of when the picture was taken. So this is just, in my opinion, incredibly valuable as well. So what we're saying is this is a picture taken on D-Day, developed between 1944 and 1946. I mean, it's a historic photograph that is one of the most infamous moments in world history. So we obviously have two rare pieces with different types of cultural significance. Dragon Ball Z being pop culture, the D-Day photo being historical. But in the eyes of the marketplace, the Dragon Ball Z animation cell is valued nearly $50,000 more than the D-Day photo. So this is really an example that illustrates just how powerful pop culture is in the collectible marketplace. I mean, we've seen this we've seen this scene redone in Saving Private Ryan and in like Medal of Honor video games. It just surprises me compared to pop culture collectibles, how this compares price-wise. Actually, in the same auction, one of the highest items, which sold for higher than the D-Day photo, was a signed Michael Jordan Type 1 rookie photograph of him holding like the Jordan 1s and a basketball, and it was signed, Best Wishes, Michael Jordan. And it was encapsulated by PSA. But that also went for higher than the D-Day photo. In fact, it went a few thousand higher than the Dragon Ball Z animation cell. So who knows what the intention behind the highest bidder who won these items are? Are they going into personal collections because they just wanted it for their collection? They're a wealthy individual who has a Dragon Ball Z collection, has a World War II or a military collection, and these would obviously be valuable pieces to add. Or are they looking at it for investment potential? I really don't have the knowledge to say one way or another if these were good prices from an investment standpoint. I don't know much about investing in photography. I don't know much about investing in animation cells. But I see these prices and I compare them. Again, a photo from D-Day from 1944, 80 years ago, and a Dragon Ball Z cell from 1994. They're both probably pretty rare, probably pretty desired. Which one of these items are going to stand the test of time? So, in 100 years from now, what is going to be more relevant? The Dragon Ball Z animation cell or the D-Day photo from one of the most infamous times in world history? I think it's at least worth asking the question when we see what these items sell for and compare them, what we think about the long-term value of these items are, and really what impact or relevancy will they have culturally in 100 years and in 200 years, and do the values today stack up to what is relevant in the future? So I hope you enjoyed my commentary on these auction items. I'd love to hear your thoughts below, and feel free to leave a comment. And thank you for watching. I wish everyone well. Take care.